ABBA is one of the most successful and influential pop groups in music history, known for their unforgettable melodies, iconic style, and timeless global appeal. Behind the glittering stage costumes, chart-topping hits, and joyful sound was a deeply human story shaped by love, ambition, creativity, and personal struggle. At the heart of this journey was Benny Andersson, a gifted musician and composer whose talent helped define ABBA's unique identity. From humble beginnings in Sweden to worldwide fame, his life reflects both extraordinary success and quiet emotional challenges. Alongside Björn Ulvaeus, Agnetha Fältskog, and Annie Frid Lyngstad, Benny helped create songs that continue to inspire generations. But fame also brought pressure, change, and emotional distance between personal and professional lives. This is the story of Benny Andersson, ABBA's rise, their emotional journey, and the truth behind their separation, later reunion, and lasting legacy that continues to shape music today. Early roots in Stockholm. Benny Andersson was born in Stockholm in 1946, growing up in a working-class family where music was always present. His early environment was simple, but rich in cultural influence, especially through traditional Swedish folk music played by his father and grandfather. From a very young age, Benny showed curiosity towards sound and rhythm, often experimenting with instruments around him. When he received his first accordion as a child, it became the foundation of his musical journey. Instead of following a conventional academic path, he found himself more drawn to creativity and performance. By his teenage years, he was already exploring different genres, listening to both European folk and international rock and roll. This mix of influences helped shape his open-minded musical style. His early years were not focused on fame or ambition, but rather on pure curiosity and passion for sound, which later became the backbone of his success as a composer and performer. First, steps into performance. As Benny entered his teenage years, music slowly became more than just a hobby and started shaping his identity. He left school early to focus on performing, spending time in youth clubs and small local stages where he could experiment with live music. These early performances were informal but important, helping him gain confidence and understand how audiences responded to sound. During this time, he also began forming personal relationships and learning how collaboration could enhance creativity. Playing in small groups allowed him to explore different musical roles, especially keyboards, which later became his signature instrument. Rather than focusing on formal training, he developed his skills through experience and practice. This period was essential in building his foundation as a performer, giving him both technical ability and emotional expression. It was during these early steps that Benny began to understand that music could be more than entertainment. It could be a way of connecting deeply with people. The Hep Stars breakthrough. A major turning point in Benny's early career came when he joined the Swedish pop band the Hep Stars. The group was already gaining attention, but Benny's arrival changed their musical direction significantly. As a keyboardist, he brought a stronger melodic structure and a more professional approach to their sound. The band quickly rose in popularity across Sweden, becoming one of the country's most successful acts of the 1960s. Unlike many groups at the time, they began shifting from covering international hits to creating original music, many of which were written or co-written by Benny. His ability to craft catchy yet emotionally resonant melodies helped the band stand out. During this phase, Benny also began developing his songwriting skills more seriously, laying the groundwork for his future collaborations. The success of the Hep Stars gave him national recognition and proved that he was not just a performer, but a creator capable of shaping modern pop music. Metregeornulvaeus. The meeting between Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus marked one of the most important creative partnerships in pop music history. They first connected in the mid-1960s, discovering a shared passion for songwriting and experimentation. Their musical chemistry was immediate, built on mutual respect and complementary strengths. Björn brought strong lyrical ideas and structure, while Benny contributed melodic depth and musical arrangement. Together, they began writing songs that blended emotional storytelling with catchy pop composition. Their early collaborations were simple but effective, gradually gaining attention in Sweden's growing music scene. Over time, their partnership evolved from occasional collaboration into a full creative alliance. This connection would later become the foundation of ABBA's global success. At this stage, neither of them could have predicted the worldwide impact they would eventually achieve. but their shared dedication to music set them on a path towards something far greater than they had experienced individually in their early careers. Meeting Agnetha and Annie Frid. While Benny and Bjorn were building their songwriting partnership, two talented female vocalists were also rising in Sweden, Agnetha Fältskog and Annie Frid Lyngstad. Both were already established singers with distinct styles and growing fan bases. Agnetha had a soft, emotional voice that resonated with pop audiences, while Frida brought depth and versatility shaped by her diverse background. Their meeting with Benny and Bjorn happened naturally through the Swedish music scene, where collaborations were common. At first, they worked together casually in studio sessions and recordings. However, something unique happened when their voices blended with Benny and Bjorn's compositions. The sound became richer, fuller, and more dynamic. This combination created a harmony that stood out from other groups of the time. What began as separate musical paths slowly merged into a shared project, setting the stage for the formation of one of the most iconic pop groups in history. First, collaborations take shape. As the four musicians began working more closely together, their collaborations started to take a more structured form. Studio sessions became more frequent, and the chemistry between them grew stronger with each recording. Benny and Bjorn focused on composing, while Agnetha and Frida contributed powerful vocal interpretations that brought the songs to life. Their early recordings were not immediately labeled as a formal group, but the potential was clear. They experimented with different styles, blending pop, folk, and soft rock influences into something fresh and appealing. These sessions were often informal and creative, allowing them to explore ideas without pressure. Slowly, the identity of a unified group began to form, even if it was not officially named yet. This period was crucial because it allowed them to understand each other's strengths, building trust and musical synergy that would later define their global success as ABBA, the birth of a new sound. During the early 1970s, the collaboration between Benny, Bjorn, Agnetha, and Frida began to evolve into something more defined. Their sound became recognizable for its rich harmonies, emotional depth, and catchy pop structure. Unlike many groups of the time, they focused heavily on studio production, refining every detail of their recordings. Benny's musical arrangements played a central role in shaping this identity, blending orchestral elements with pop rhythms. The group began experimenting with multilingual releases and international influences, aiming for broader appeal. Even before their official name was established, their songs started gaining attention outside Sweden. This growing recognition encouraged them to continue refining their style. What made their sound unique was not just technical skill, but emotional authenticity. Each member contributed something essential, creating a balance that felt natural and powerful. This was the moment when their music began transitioning from local success to global potential, forming the ABBA identity. As their popularity increased, the need for a clear group identity became important. The name ABBA was eventually formed using the initials of each member, Agnetha, Bjorn, Benny, and Annie Frid. At first, it was used informally, but soon it became the official name of the group. The simplicity of the name made it easy to remember and internationally appealing. Around this time, they also began developing their visual identity, including costumes and stage presentation. Their image became just as important as their music, helping them stand out in the growing pop industry. The combination of strong branding and high-quality songwriting created a powerful formula. ABBA was no longer just a collaboration, it was becoming a global music brand. This shift marked the beginning of their transformation from Swedish performers into international pop icons, setting the stage for their breakthrough success in the years that followed. Eurovision breakthrough moment. ABBA's international breakthrough came when they entered the Eurovision Song Contest with the song Waterloo. The performance was energetic, colorful, and different from typical entries of the time. It captured attention instantly, both for its musical style and stage presence. Winning the contest marked a turning point in their career, opening doors across Europe and beyond. Waterloo quickly climbed international charts, introducing ABBA to a global audience. This success validated their creative direction and encouraged them to continue developing their sound. For Benny, it was a moment of recognition for years of musical experimentation and collaboration. The victory was not just about winning a competition, it was about establishing a new identity in pop music. From this moment onward, ABBA was no longer a regional act, but an international force, beginning a journey that would define pop music history for decades. Global rise and fame. Following their Eurovision success, ABBA entered a period of rapid global growth. Their songs began charting across Europe, Australia, and other international markets. Hits like Mamma Mia and Ses strengthened their reputation as hitmakers. Their music was characterized by emotional lyrics combined with upbeat, danceable melodies, a formula that resonated widely. Touring became more demanding as their fame expanded, bringing both excitement and pressure. Benny's role as a composer became even more important, as he helped maintain consistency in their evolving sound. The group also began to experiment with studio techniques, pushing the boundaries of pop production. Despite growing fame, they worked intensely behind the scenes to refine their music. This period marked ABBA's transformation from rising stars into global superstars, establishing them as one of the defining pop acts of the decade, breaking into new markets. As ABBA's popularity spread, they faced the challenge of entering new and competitive music markets, especially in the United States and parts of Asia. While Europe and Australia embraced them quickly, breaking into the American mainstream required persistence. Their music slowly gained traction through radio play and television exposure. Strategic releases and reissues helped increase visibility. Meanwhile, their European success continued to grow, reinforcing their global presence. Benny's compositions played a key role in this expansion, as they were adaptable and universally appealing. The group also invested heavily in production quality, ensuring their music met international standards. Although not every release was an immediate success, their consistency eventually paid off. This phase demonstrated their resilience and long-term vision, proving that their success was not accidental but built on careful artistic development and global strategy. Iconic album ERA. During their peak years, ABBA released a series of highly successful albums that defined their legacy. Albums like Arrival showcased their musical maturity and production excellence. Songs such as Dancing Queen became instant classics, loved across generations. Benny's compositions during this era were especially influential, combining emotional storytelling with innovative arrangements. Each album reflected both personal experiences and universal themes, making their music relatable worldwide. Their studio work became increasingly sophisticated, using advanced recording techniques for the time. This period is often seen as the creative peak of ABBA, where artistry and commercial success aligned perfectly. Their albums consistently topped charts and sold millions of copies globally, cementing their status as pop legends. Personal struggles behind success. While ABBA's public success was immense, the personal lives of the members became increasingly complex. The pressures of fame, constant touring, and media attention affected their relationships. Both couples within the group experienced emotional distance over time, which eventually led to separation. Despite these challenges, they continued working together professionally, maintaining respect and dedication to their music. Benny focused heavily on composition during this time, using music as a creative outlet. The emotional tension within the group sometimes influenced their songwriting, adding depth to their later work. Although these struggles were private, they played a significant role in shaping the group's direction. This phase highlighted the contrast between public success and private reality, showing that even global icons face personal challenges behind the scenes. The breakup of relationships. The eventual breakdown of the group's internal relationships marked a turning point in ABBA's history. Both couples within the group separated, creating emotional distance among members. However, they chose to continue working together professionally for several years afterward. This decision was driven by mutual respect and commitment to their music. The emotional complexity of this period influenced many of their later songs, which carried deeper themes of reflection and separation. Benny continued to focus on songwriting, channeling emotions into his compositions. Despite personal changes, the group maintained their professional discipline, continuing to release successful music. This phase was not marked by conflict, but by quiet emotional transition, as each member began preparing for a future beyond ABBA.